Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Tuesday, February 8th, 2022. All right. YM with a pending long trade. That will be a get in sync. That is a trade off the SMA, which is a diamond level setup, can easily be drawn in. Crude oil out of the gate with a long trade that was before our start time, so it's get in sync. That's right. I had this down here on the stop and reverse, which would have been at 72. Or you could have left at 74, but the short never triggered. Came back and triggered the long on the get in sync. Targets 1 and 2 in a very nice trailer. Trail all the way up to target 2 at 904. And the YM, let's see if that's, wasn't watching the time there. All right, looks like that's the opening bar. No, there's the opening bar. 3 seconds, 6 seconds. And it looks, that would be iffy on whether or not you got in before it went to money management. Looks like you had up to 6 seconds to get in. So that would be, I will assume that was too fast to execute. Looking at our soybeans chart, we had this get in sync long, which we got in sync with, so we are long. I'm sorry, there's our long right there. And approaching there's target 1, and that is going to be a one and done on soybeans. Actually, yeah, there was our get in sync. But that was way too fast to get hold of. Well, yeah, and plenty of time to get in the long. So that will be a one and done. The YM with a short at 35.049. That has not triggered yet. Good morning, Miles. Good morning, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny, for the sound check. Things got going in a hurry there this morning. Our Russell Catapult chart is like already in a trade. Pound Aussie still flat. The unleaded gas was another one that a little bit interesting there. That long trade was after our start time, so that would have been a valid trade, probably executable. We'd have to go back and look at a lower time frame, probably a 30-second chart or something like that, or even a 5 or 15-second to see if there was time to get into that trade. But going to money management, missing target 2 by 2 ticks on a 78 tick target. I would take profit at target 1, which was 50, I believe 50 ticks. Yeah, I would have moved that position stop to target 1 and would have been taken out there. And then our trailer got to 64.19 for 38 ticks. So it would have been 88 ticks. And I would take that as a POQ, although the next trade was a short and very successful. Full target 2 and roughly a target 1 trailer. So either way you played that, one and done or 2 trades and POQ. The Russell with a long, and that ends up being a full stop. Unfortunately, the Russell with looks like it's not made up its mind yet. The YM short did trigger in. I don't. Oh, our long did trigger. Plenty of time to get in. That unfortunately would have gone full stop. Or well, no, that would have gone to a stop and reverse then at 6:59. That would also have been a full stop. And now in a second short. So not a nice morning on the YM. It's having trouble figuring out the direction it wants to go. Another long setup on the Catapult Russell. Soybeans, target 2 and stopping out on its trailer. Stopping out at 75.25, so that's a one and done for soybeans. Take a look at bean oil for the grains. Bean oil is out of that trade shortly after our start time, so looking for our first trade there. So crude POQ. Crude actually would have got, if you didn't take that first trade as POQ, would have taken a very small, might have taken a small loss on the little short there, and then a very successful short trade subsequent to that that actually is still trailing. The short, arguably it was avoidable if you adjust around the quick spike to or just below the entry. Big swings on the ES this morning. ES 5-minute chart. Big bars for the first 2 bars of the morning. Pound Aussie was in a trade that went too far early and now looking for its first setup. That long trade is filtered by the crossover filter. Notice that the 50 crossed under the 200 right here. And here is the magenta bar that is showing the 8th bar after the crossover. So now the Pound Aussie can take a long below the 50 EMA. And the second long on crude picking up, unfortunately, just picking up a break even. Picked up a spike down that took it out on break even before it got up to its fixed target. And a short on bean oil. At 63.74. And that's triggered in. Target 1 at 63.54. So we are POQ with crude and unleaded. We have a full stop and a break even on the Russell Catapult. That is the evening trade plan chart I have up, but it seems to work pretty well at the open as well. The YM getting just messy. It's like we've got a break even on short number 2, full stop on the long, and now a second long. That is trade number 1, 2, 3. Now that's trade number 5 we're in already. Three full losses and a break even. Not a good day on the YM. And another long on Catapult Russell. And YM making a push for money management. Getting as high as 86, money management at 87. I'm sorry, 66 and 67. Oh yeah, that's 86 and 87. Excuse me. Screen's a little far away here. And there's money management on the YM. Good morning to those joining us a few minutes late. Crude has gone, crude and unleaded have gone POQ. Now let's take a look at, and there's a target 1 on the YM. That is a 24 tick target, possibly a candidate for target 2 at 38. Stop at 06069. Money management on Catapult Russell. There's target 2, looking for target 3. And the YM, oh, that got really close. Did it hit? Yep. Target 2 on the nose, and then coming back to stop out at 74. That is trade number 5. We can take one more, which we may get another long trade with 2 more up bars. Will definitely, second bar will give us, this bar will likely give us a set of exhaustion dots. and it will certainly be in proximity to either the 50 or the 20, so certainly an long setup. Currently the setup would come at 06, and now it's getting, and we got the exhaustion dot, so a close above the signal line, the balance line, would give us a long trade. And target one's been hit on bean oil, so that should put it into trail mode. When this bar closes. And a short on the YM, hitting money management. That was a quick, too many things to keep my eyes on. And the pound Aussie with a short setup. Not a big trade, but big enough. Has not triggered in yet. YM with target one. 32 tick target. That would certainly be a target one trade. Stop now at 35.062. All right. Got a partial on the Russell long, and now we have another long. And the YM stopping out on its trailer at 56. That's going to be a losing session, but not as bad a losing session as it could have been. The last two trades being successful. All right, let's take a look at, see what the Russell did on Catapult. That's an 8:45 start time on that trade plan. And that's right in here. So our first trade is the short. Picks up a fixed target and one tick on the trailer. Then we get a long that picks up a fixed target and a few ticks on the trailer. Looks like the long canceled. And we get a short that goes money fixed target and trails almost to the fixed target. So 3 quick winners on the unleaded catapult, and that looks like a successful morning. Looks like the long is unsuccessful, reverses to short, which is also unsuccessful. So getting out with the 3 wins probably would be a good thing. And we get a break even. Yeah, and another break even. So that would end the session. But yeah, three wins should have been put you at POQ. And the pound Aussie trade has triggered in. Five minutes from the 10 a.m. crude oil session. Pretty much, Johnny, they depend on the trade plan. Most of the trade plans are primary target and positive, or 2 money management trades and positive. The catapult's a little different. Well, actually, no, it's not really any. The catapult plans are somewhat custom. But the spotlight plans are pretty much primary target, be that target 1 or target 2, and positive, or 2 money management trades and the key is and positive. And with most of the trade plans going up to 6 trades, the exception being the crude only taking 3 trades in any 1 hour mini session. Those are all spelled out in the trade plan section on the owner's site. All right, crude is in a trade that so far could be, nope, it just hit money management, so that's not going to be a get in sync. We'll be looking for a new trade there. And now a possible long on crude. That triggered, so it's a get in sync candidate again. About a minute, less than a minute to go. 30 seconds. All right, 10 a.m. crude session is in play. With a potential get in sync long. That trade is valid until either it hits the entry or the stop. And of course, it will. If it hits the entry, we'll be in it. If it hits the stop, we'll would cancel the order. A Russell turning hard down, looks like. We've got exhaustion dots on crude, but not meeting any of our trade parameters to set up for a setup. Too far away from the 20 SMA or the 50 EMA. And we're showing overbought. I'm sorry, we're showing oversold on the histogram. Wow. The Russell, the YM, and the ES all showing strong down moves right now. While the Russell and the YM both were in positive territory until just recently, just the last couple of minutes. On their sessions. Dotted gold line is the session open from yesterday evening. Please feel free to ask questions. Running out of things to keep watching here. And the pound Aussie taking a full stop. Getting into choppy movement there. And the crude trade is live. That updated. Yeah, there's your primary targets are targets 1 and target 1 is the primary target. Trade plan for crude as we run it here in the room is 2 fixed targets. Okay, are you actually trying to trade? Let the trade the TA take your trades for you there, Robert? Or are you just looking to? Are you having it trade in sim or actually in a live account? All right, Robert. There is my email. You can send that direct to me. Okay. You do have the TA enabled, right, on your chart? There's a little checkbox to enable it before it will actually take trades. Let's see. I'm not sure I have TA. I don't have the TA on any of these charts. I don't believe. Okay. Yeah, Troy is in Argentina at the moment, and I'm here. I'm in Phoenix. So we're both traveling. By the way, let me go ahead and make this announcement while we've got most people here. I will be dark on Thursday, definitely, because I'm just not going to be available at the time of the trade room. And probably dark next week as well. Internet situation at the old house in Midland I've got to do some work on, so most will almost certainly not be available Tuesday and probably not Thursday as well. Okay, just missing money management on crude. That long is still working for us. And if you can go ahead and send it, Robert, that way I'll have your email. I will be able to look at it in the evenings this week. And crude coming back down toward the entry. Not able to meaningfully penetrate the 50. Oh, it looks like it may be going back up. Going to test the 50 again. Bounced off the balance line. Just doesn't know where it wants to go yet. And now a short at 89.34. That is a stop and reverse. Actually, let's see. Make sure of where that is. Yeah, the unadjusted entry is at 37. So yeah, 34 would be our entry. And that has triggered with our stop at 89.61. Targets at 19. And let's see where target 2 is. 19 and 09. All right, Robert, I'll take a look at that and see if we can't get in touch possibly later this afternoon. Okay, crude is short from 34. Money management at 21. And bean oil making slow progress down. Crude really not sure where it wants to go at the moment. Testing the 50 again. I believe our bean oil stop. Yep, 63.73. One tick break even on the break even. Crude taking heat. This could be a full stop out. Very small loss on the first trade. And there it goes through this. So that's a full stop on crude. We got one more trade to take. Unfortunately, just got us ticked in and ticked out and ticked off. Robert, question: are you using the TA to display on the chart, or are you actually using the calculator to display on the chart? And if you're using the calculator, is the calculator and the TA strategy set all same parameters? So are you then you're using the calculator to just do the visuals on the chart? Okay, one caveat there is if you're doing that and you're wanting to see the TA take trades, and even in sim mode, you've got to make very sure that you have both the TA strategy and the calculator set to the same parameters. Because you'll need to set up the strategy on the chart, and I say strategy because that's where you actually would set it up. Take a quick look at crude. If you go to strategies, I'll use the, see, I've got all the catapult TAs in here, but I'll use the spotlight TA on this one. It's got all the same inputs as the calculator, so you need to match those up, because this is what the TA works off of. It doesn't work off the calculator, it works off of the settings that you enter under strategy. And that little checkbox for enabled is way down here. Yeah, this is the other one. And I don't know, I'm assuming this is there on Catapult. I haven't looked lately, but there should be an add indicators, essentially true or false, so that when the strategy is enabled, if that's checked, then it will actually produce all the visuals for you. Yeah, I didn't specifically go through the TA on the demonstration in the boot. I'm assuming you're talking about the Russell boot camp. Okay, yeah, that's the spreadsheet from the owner's site. That's where I got it from Troy, but it was posted on the owner's site as well. All right, that's a squeeze zone trade on crude filtered out. Notice that the trade is gray, but we're in between the 200 and the 50, and against the 50, moving up toward the 200s. So that's why that trade is filtered out. Yeah, what I was showing was just some of the minor differences in the calculator, but those are the same, essentially the same in the TA, except that you just have some additional parameters to put in. Okay, so you're actually looking at the Russell. So let's take a look at this one, the strategies. If let's see. And I'd have to set up all of these. What I'll do is go ahead and this is just set to default. So what I'll do is go ahead and enable that, and I'll show you what it looks like with both of them on when they're not in sync. And here's the ad. Still labeled as SPT. Okay, and M2K and yeah, in fact, that's what I'm looking at. Is it? See, I'm using the M2. It's using M2K with the 5, 10, 25 Unirenko bars. Yeah, I can do that in a little while once we get done with the room. So turn on the visuals and enable. Oh, that's interesting. Well, actually, that's probably not too surprising. Yeah, that's not terribly surprising. I guess the default on that is probably not giving us trades. Oh, okay, it's not staying enabled. I'll have to check on that. Oh, I'll have to. Will hasn't activated my TA. That's what's wrong. for the Russell TA. Let's see. The last time I did it, I think I did a video on using the TA with Catapult for the Catapult Advanced boot camp. That would have been when the Catapult Advanced training. Yeah, and basically almost all of the parameters are exactly the same. There's very few differences in using the TradeStation versus NinjaTrader. But yeah, the training for using the TA on Catapult, and that'll be common to all of the Catapult modules, would be in your Catapult Advanced membership or VIP membership area. Let's see if I can pull that up. Okay, nothing new going on. Okay, this is the Catapult Advanced website, owner site. And let's see if okay, yeah, under stuff to know, training replays and materials is where, yeah, we did a boot camp on in September, the end of September last year. And another one from back in June of 18. There's the TA inputs PDF, the TradeStation, and here's I don't know what that one is. I don't know what the PDFs there are, but anyway, here's the replays from June and from September. So those are, I would check in somewhere, going to be somewhere in those, and I'm not sure exactly where. Okay, yeah. Here we go. That's the one you're looking for right there. Is in part 3 of the training from September 30th. It may not be your specific module, but the parameters in each of the modules are the same. It's just a matter of which markets it works on. All right, we can still take one more trade on crude. And that basically, okay, bean oil is at break even, and so far just working through. That's a catapult. Again, I need to turn off TA over here. Clean that label up. Have a good one, Johnny. All right. Any other questions this morning? Robert, I will work on seeing if we can get together this afternoon. This morning, yeah, it's still 8:30 where I am, since I'm in Mountain Time at the moment, Mountain Standard. And we're like just 3 or 4 weeks from going back to daylight savings time here in the U.S. Although where I am today will not go to daylight savings time. All right, Robert. All right. Nothing new on the charts yet. Pound Aussie's still flat. Crude is still flat. And it looks like we're starting to trail down. Stop on the bean oil trade is now at 63.68. Right, we're trailing a 9 EMA. In that trade plan. Nice. It's easier to see, differentiate. The dotted line is the trailer. The solid line, cyan line is our normal 14 EMA, and that's the one setups are based off of. Or the EMA filter is based off the 14. Trailer is the 9, which is the dashed line in cyan on that chart. And a short on crude, 89.32. Looks like it finally decided to break out. Yeah, I think I can go ahead and do that when we close down the trade room here. We won't be going too much longer, I don't think. We'll see what this crude trade does. All right. So short on crude. This is the last trade of the 10 a.m. mini session, because this is trade number 3. And if this bar closes down on bean oil, looks like the stop will move down to 66. Notice that 9 EMA is currently at 62, so that would be trailing 2 ticks behind. Above would be 64, and that would key level to 66. All right. Actually, now if it continues down, it'll come down to 63. Has to get down to 36. 36 will be the close on a down bar at this point. So it'd have to get down to 35 to close that bar. And it's got that EMA right at the 162. So if it gets down and closes the bar, it should definitely be at 61. So the stop would be 63. Messy morning for a price action. Okay, crude starting nice move down. There's your money management. And target 2. Getting within 1. Got to get to 19. And there's, wow, bang. Money management hit target 1 and target 2. All of a sudden. And the stop's all the way down to 21 already. Now that should get us positive, I would think. Okay. $41 to $34 was a 14 tick loss. 34. Let's see, the risk was 27. That's 54. So we're down 68 and stopping out at 11, it looks like. Actually, yeah, stopping out at 11. All right, that, hey, and look at the YM go. Just back and forth. Looks like this long is big enough that it stayed with it. And the bean oil bar still hasn't closed. Or has it? Yep, no, that bar still hasn't closed. Got to get down another 5 ticks to close that bar from its low. All right. That's going to be pretty much it this morning. Bean oil is the only thing we're still following. Next mini session on crude is 11 o'clock, and we go to 1 o'clock for an hour and a half, 1 to 2:30, are the last 2 crude mini sessions of the day. Once again, Troy is a maybe tomorrow if he can get his internet and streaming situation sorted out. And I am definitely dark on Thursdays. We will see where we go. Any other questions? And Robert, I will go, once I close out, I'll go ahead and pull up your email and see if I can. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't got TeamViewer on the laptop yet. I just changed laptops, so I haven't got TeamViewer on this one. I'll have to download it and get it installed. But I will be with you, I would say by 11, well, by, 11 o'clock Eastern. We're very, very close to that. All right, I don't see any new questions. So we will see everybody probably in about 2 weeks. Actually, maybe not even then. It depends on my travel schedule. That'll be the week that I'm traveling back to Raleigh. But I will let Troy and Kat know so that the sessions are on the schedule. You're quite welcome, Miles. You have a good one yourself. And good luck to everybody the next couple of weeks. We will see everybody soon.